You are looking to buy your property in Spain and you are unsure about new build or second-hand. With this video, we're going to explain the basic difference so you make the best choice for you. The first main difference would be the quality of the property. Obviously, if you buy a new build, the quality you're going to get is generally better, right? Your exigency level, the level of perfection that you can require from the developer, is quite high, almost perfection. However, if you buy a property second-hand, it is a little bit what you see is what you get, right? If there are minor problems with the property, then you cannot really claim them back to the seller. Also, the amount of guarantee that you're getting for the property. When you buy a new build, you have a 10-year warranty by the developer and an insurance company that covers most of the problems that you may have on the property. However, if you buy second-hand, that guarantee is not like that, it's very limited, it's only 6 months, and only for the hidden defects that the property may have, which are small or big problems that the property has and they have not become real or apparent during the purchase process. Also, the way that you pay for the property is quite different from one or the other. When you choose to buy a new build, you have a payment calendar. So you are paying the developer progressively during the course of the months until you buy the property. You can give in advance up to 80% of the purchase price before you get the keys to the property. However, when you buy second-hand, that's not really the case. You pay just a small amount, normally around 10% of the property price, and the bulk of it will be paid on completion before the notary. That means that you will make the payment at the same time that you're getting the keys of the property. The delivery date, or the amount of time that takes to buy one of these properties, is also a big difference. When you buy a second-hand, it takes about 3 months for the due diligence and all the paperwork to be at hand. However, that's not the case with the new builds. These can change greatly. Of course, there's a difference between a property that's almost key-ready and you can buy in a couple of months, in theory, and a property that's just off-plan and that it will take a couple of years until it's ready. But even in both those extreme cases, the delivery date that the developer tells you the property is going to be yours may not be true, because there is a series of documents and papers that need to be registered and done before you can safely take possession of the property that may not be ready because they do not entirely depend on the developer. That means that completions for new builds are always penciled in, but almost never set in stone. The mortgage will also affect. If you are going to finance the purchase with a mortgage and you are buying a second-hand, that won't impact the delivery date of the property. That means that while your solicitor is doing the due diligence, you, with his help, can do the mortgage process. That means that when you are going to buy the property, won't be affected of if you are getting a mortgage or not. However, with the new build, it does, because the mortgage itself cannot really start until the property is fully registered. That means that the developer will let you know that the property is ready to buy, and then you will really start the mortgage process. That can delay matters for a few weeks at least. Renting is also a big difference, and it's not well known. If you would like to rent your property out in a tourist way, meaning that you will require a tourist license to do so, and your property is second-hand, then it will take only a few months for the license to be ready. Even more, if the property already has a license and it's just the change of the owner of the license, it only takes a few weeks. However, with new builds, it's not like that at all. There is a series of documents that are required to request the tourist license that may not be ready when you buy the property. There are some of these are issued by civil servants and take months, or in some cases even a year, before you can actually apply for the tourist license. That's a big difference. Lastly, the taxes between buying a new build and a second-hand are also not the same. When you buy a new build, you pay 10% VAT and 1.5 stamp duty tax in the Comunidad Valenciana. However, when you buy second-hand, it's only 10% of the property price of the house that you're buying, or the reference value if it's higher. The difference is really not a significant one because it's only 1.5%, but still is to be taken into consideration. If you need help deciding which kind of property is better suited for you, or help with the purchase process itself, please do not hesitate to contact us.